my ducks, and welcome back to Sharpest Koi. That time of year again, weathers go up and down. Some days it's mild, some days it's not, but it's winter prep time. Some days in winter can be warm, some days in winter can be cold. Typical winters now in the UK. So up and down. Sometimes it can feel like spring, sometimes it can feel like autumn, and some days it's bloody that brassic, your hands go red raw. So, what do you do for winter prep? Everyone has their own little ideas what they want to do for winter prep on their koi ponds, because like you say, the winters are so up and down. So compared to what I used to do a few years ago, I used to wrap my pond up in bubble wrap. I don't anymore, don't even cover the pond anymore. I've not done for the last few years. Normally you probably get a week or two in January when it's like freezing cold, and that's about it. Normally I'm feeding the fish up until Christmas. I'm still feeding them now. Pond temperature at the minute is currently about 12 degrees, so still feeding. They're still on twice a day at the minute, but it is only very small amounts. Sometimes it does end up in the skimmer, so even that small amounts sometimes can be too much. But when I do put it in, they are coming up and they're taking it. Some of them, they'll sit on the bottom a bit cold. So basically, yeah, so what I'm going to do is just get my winter prep done. Like I say, there's not much change anymore. I'll show you around. So my plants, I'm going to cut all my plants back. They're all going to need doing. I've got some, I'm going to get me pipe work lagged as well. Again, there's not much pipe work exposed. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep my backy running. I was going to turn it off, but I'm going to keep it running. It'll help with the mind your own business as well. So, but I am going to turn it right down, but not yet. I'll wait until the temperatures have gone below 10 degrees first. And I was going to sort of try and cover up the mind your own business. So just comment down below how you protect your mind your own business in the winter. Because obviously I've got that behind. I want to wrap it up with bubble wrap, but I do have that behind it, so I could probably still do it, but I don't want to push that too far forward. So I might have to try and pin that back. But yeah, just comment below how you protect your own mind your own business in the winter. We'll get all that cut down. That still grows right up until we get frost. Really, it's the frost that normally kills it, so I want to cut it back before we get the frost. So I might just do it over the course of the next few weeks, just do bit by bit, just get it down. All this can be trimmed back, and then the only other exposed pipe work I've got is what's going into the filter shed, so we'll get that lagged. And what I normally do with my pipes for the air stones, I normally just put some of that foam stuff around it, because it's fine. But normally if we get snow and stuff, and obviously the snow's sitting on it, it can have a bit of an impact on it. If it's all wet around there, it can freeze and stick to the wall. It ends up splitting the pipe. So normally I just put that going through a bit of foam, and then the pipe from the retro drain as well. In terms of air, I normally keep my air stones going, but I do lift them up. It does help with ice. Moving water does freeze. A lot of people say moving water doesn't freeze. It does. My pond, I normally get, it's normally down this end, although that's before we had the backies. It might not do it this year. I normally get ice down here, but by lifting the air stones up, it does leave a little bit of a pocket. I will turn the Nexus down slightly, but I won't do that yet. In fact, the air stones probably won't even be lifted up yet. I normally wait again until it's gone below 10 degrees to do that. And like I say, at the minute I'm showing 12. Today's quite warm. It's quite mild today, to be honest with you. If my thermometer's working, you're looking, well, it says 10 degrees on there, but so yeah, that's normally what I just need to do. Or get the hoover out as well, so we'll give it a bit of a hoover. We don't want no waste sitting at the bottom of your pond over winter. It won't help with your bacteria. Fish are still moving around, as you can see. Lovely growth on this Sankey list this year, absolutely beautiful. And yeah, my ghost koi, who had the sort of wound ulcer, is healing up. I don't know if you can see it again because of the reflection. Can't really see on there. Wait till he comes around. It's slowly getting there. And what else? Yeah, so again, like I said, to be fair, go and check Low Magro out. I'd love to go and do what she does to her pond where she wraps it round in polycarbonate all the way around. So 1 year, I'm not going to worry about it this year, but it's another option. Maybe get some polycarbonate sheets I can put down the sides, across the front and the back, and just that bit there next to the filter shed. I'd love to do that. Still got to get the roof done, as we know. I keep saying in every single video. So first job, I'm going to start a Nexus clean. because while the Nexus is cleaning we can start getting some plants cut back and we can get the hoover in the bottom of the pond. To be fair, there's not a lot to really hoover up because obviously now I've got the retro drain that's sucking up a lot of the rubbish at the bottom anyway. But there's just bits in the corner when the air stones aren't picking it up. But this probably won't get done now again until the spring unless it really needs doing, so it's best just to get all your pond floor nice and clean. You don't want it sitting there over winter, it just won't help with the bacteria at all. Obviously it can have a detrimental effect on your fish, so it's always good to keep your pond floor clean, especially if you're pond fed like me. If your bottom drain, obviously you probably won't have this issue. You might just have a few dead spots, but yeah. So we can get that over along. In terms of the Nexus, I don't do anything different, I'll be honest with you. As you can see, there's not much crap coming out of there. I mean, this is on its second boil, which is just about to finish. The first boil was quite your normal muck, but normally takes 3. I normally do 3 on a weekend and twice during the week. Two boils like midweek, and focus. Down, what I'm going to do now from today, this is just going to go down to once a week clean. So just on the weekends I'm going to get this cleaned. As you can see, second boil, there's hardly anything. But yeah, then I don't really do anything different to it. It stays pretty okay in here with the insulation on the walls, so nothing really freezes. I don't have to like wrap anything up. Yeah, it stays quite snug in here, to be honest with you. The Nexus, nothing's blocked, everything's clean anyway because I do keep on top of the Nexus. I don't even have to take the easy out and then do any back push or anything like that. Everything's dropping fine, there's no blockages, so honky-dory with that. And I do this every time anyway. I do give it a rinse down at the bottom, and I do get down any muck or anything that's under there, but nothing ever is anyway. Nothing's ever blocked underneath that. That's going through the easy part. What I've seen people do is absolutely scrub their Nexuses clean. They get a brush in there and do everything, all this stuff. Don't get rid of that, keep all that in your Nexus. It's all part of the ecosystem, it's all part of the good, where the good bacteria sits. It's all good for the pond and your fish and the Nexus. Don't clean all that. Obviously if it's really mucky and it's dirty from crap in your pond, then yeah, clean it, but as you can see mine's not. All I do is give the hose pipe, and I do that every clean anyway. Just give it a rinse down so nothing's blocking any pipes down at the bottom. Well, you can see, K1, it's fine. Yeah, don't scrub and clean, guys, you don't need to. Obviously mine's kept in an enclosed area anyway, so that probably helps. I suppose if it's outside you may get leave some stuff in there, so it's going to be completely different, but otherwise all this stuff that's growing up the sides, keep it. You can wipe it and the week later it's back anyway. Also a good way to get a bit of a water change done when you're moving the bottom. So I've dropped a bit of water. I'm going to drop that a bit more so it gets a bit of a water change done before winter. But again, I'm not sure what you can see. You can see the retro drain on camera, I think. And the shadows, and there we go, can you just see that? The floor's nice and clean. Not really much waste, not really been feeding that much, but it's mainly to do with all the plants now starting to decay for the winter. Another reason you want to get them cut back quite early on. You don't want all the leaves and that going to the bottom of your pond or blocking your skimmer. That does need cleaning, by the way. We'll clean the back out as well, but this is how I get across my pond. You've probably seen on past videos. I have to use scaffolding boards, get to the back, so we can get all them trimmed. I also have to make sure I've got fishing wire for the herons. I don't trip on it, because I've done that before. I ain't taking you guys to UV frame. UV Some people turn them off, some people keep them on. To be honest, I keep mine on, I don't mess with it. Not really going to be saving that much money by turning it off. Yes, I probably don't need it on, but it does kill some bad bacteria as well, UV light, so I keep mine on. Don't need to enclose it or anything, don't need to wrap it up, it's kept indoors anyway. And don't forget today, look, look how sunny it is. So just filling that one back up. But yeah, no, don't do anything with the UV. Still got an empty shelf, guys. Send me your mugs. If you want to do a swap, we can do a swap. But if you want to send me one, send me one. I can fit another 9 mugs on there. Just going to do a bit of a top up. Still got to trim that one, but all these ones are now done. Look a lot better. Might trim the mind your own business a little bit as well. Yeah, so like I say, I don't know how much. It's my first winter with a backy shower, so like I said before, just comments below, just see what you guys do. Do you turn them off completely? If you do turn it off completely and you've got mind your own business, what do you do? If you don't turn it off, what percentage you sort of run it at? I've turned mine down to about 40% at the minute, so there's still quite a lot of flow. What I don't want to happen though is obviously any freezing. You've seen waterfalls freeze, so why not a backy? So yeah, just let me know what you guys do. The feature pump is now off. I made a mistake a few winters ago leaving that on. It all froze up and water was going everywhere. It was all iced over here. As soon as I came up to try and rush to it, I slipped on my arse and it broke my neck. I stood on in, it broke my neck. Every winter now this comes off. It doesn't need to be on anyway. Don't even know why I left it on in the first place that year. It was about 5 years ago now. Might be longer than that actually. Just chills the water, obviously doesn't need to be on. Don't need to oxygenate it. Right, all I've done is just trimmed it slightly. Don't need cutting right back yet, but I can probably do a bit each week as it starts dying off. To be fair, this takes a while. This can probably still go till about Christmas, but it's when the frost start hitting, that's what starts killing it. So we're alright for a bit, but I've trimmed it back. I've put some of the foams now over my air pipes just to protect that. I've still got to lag the pipe that goes up to the backy. I've ordered some of that foil stuff so I can just wrap it around that pipe. So that's coming later today, it's not here yet, it's coming from Amazon. And then the pipe that goes into the filter shed, I can lag that as well. So apart from that, more or less the winter prep is done. But as you know, living in the UK, temperatures can go up and down. You can come out here again on a nice warm day like it's been today and probably still do more. Shoots can come out the plants again. They get a bit confused with the weather. You're still messing around with your pond. The pond doesn't shut down completely, obviously. In terms of feeding, so I carry on feed. I let my fish let me know, to be fair. Normally it gets to about 8 degrees and my fish won't be interested anyway, so then obviously I won't feed them. But yeah, your fish normally let you know, as long as it's the wheat germ stuff. Some people carry on feeding high protein stuff right up until about 10 degrees, but it gets to about 12 and I'll go on to the wheat germ, which I'm on now. So in terms of food, I'll quickly show you, because I'm on the Takazumi Vitality stuff, is it called? Vital. So I'm on that. But like I say, it's very small amounts at the minute. Now the clocks have gone back. They'll probably get the morning feed. Although sometimes if it's cold during the night, they're not really interested in the morning feed. But I don't like feeding them quite late at night, because then obviously it's harder for them to digest if the temperatures do drop. So, but it's very sparingly. And yeah, that's about it for the winter prep. So again, just comment down below what you guys do, let me know. It's interesting to find out what other people do. I've seen a few videos out there of what you guys do as well, but everyone's different, everyone treats their pond different. If you're heated, if you're not, if you're pump fed, if you're gravity fed. But this is how I do mine, and I've done it now for X amount of years. Right guys, so if you like that video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and obviously subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Videos are quite sparingly at the minute, obviously not much going on. There's another video coming out with the electrics I've done around the pond, because I've altered all my electrics. I've done it on a separate video. I'm going to do some separate videos, how-to videos I think, and installing videos, just to got a bit of content over the winter. And so, cheers my ducks, that's it this week. I'm going in now to watch the football. Wow, that is dark. I'm going in now to watch the football, so in a bit, bye.